Today we are going to talk about marketing for photographic amateurs. Sounds crazy, but I'll explain. Let's get into it. Hi, my name is Urban Anjar and this is Photography 101. Okay, marketing for amateurs sounds like a contradiction, but I'll try to explain why and tell a little bit of my personal story. Then I'll explain how and a little bit about the timing when you should begin marketing yourself. Okay, first the why question. It's not so self-evident. We have examples like Vivian Maier, who never showed her pictures or marketed herself. But I think the camera is a key, a door opener, a key to adventures and exploring, and a door opener to places and persons. And by entering those doors, you get more experience. And those adventures, the exploring, the places and persons you meet, will give you more experience to take on even greater adventures. Experience opens more doors. I'm still not talking about money, not talking about leaving your day job and becoming a full-time pro or something like that, but becoming a more loving amateur. Maybe you can give something back to your local community, to your sports club, your parish, your village, your association, your charity. You can do good with photography while having fun and learning and getting more experience. So get more experience. But you need to handle people's perception, create the right image, not just the image in your files or on your prints, but in people's minds. You need to communicate. You're not that weird figure, the creepy one, the bad one, aren't you? You need to be perceived as serious, enthusiastic, and with at least some skills. You need to develop some kind of a professional attitude, even if you're not a pro. And before I sold my first print, I was member of a volunteer search and rescue team and made some pictures on our exercises. Then I volunteered to work with stage security on a major music festival in Sweden. Naturally, I brought my camera to shoot when I was off, but the team's photographer called sick, so I got that role. There I stood with an entry-level DSLR, a kit lens and a cheap telezoom together with that gang. Well, I came home with some decent shots. Soon I went to other festivals and concerts, like this local festival. I was asked to be a project manager for a photo competition. That included being a member of the jury and also handle the opening of an exhibition. People began to know that I was a photographer. A former colleague called and asked me to shoot on the Ironman competition. That meant shooting also from the back of a motorcycle. I shot some local events and celebrations and also the prizes for a lottery. I had been exploring portraits and studio lights. First some selfies like this and then some friends and colleagues. Soon I got responsible for coordination of shooting portraits for the new web at the university. I continued to shoot music events, here from a concert in a barn in the middle of nowhere, not far from home. This was the first time I saw Saga Björling, magnificent musician, neighbor, good friend and favorite model. I have made lots of photos with her, latest this weekend. Now to the how stuff. Well, the first thing is bring an actual camera. You will immediately be recognized as a photographer, or at least a guy with a camera. And think of yourself as a photographer. Post on social media, that's important. And soon enough you also should print business cards. That reminds me that I have to order new ones because I have a new telephone number and stuff. And maybe make an exhibition. Maybe not in the posh galleries or something, but at the cafe, the library, the grocery store, or whatever. When? I think before you begin to market yourself, you need to consistently come home with usable pictures. Most photographers come home with lots of crappy pictures. That's getting more experience. Just never show them. What matters is that you from every shoot get one or a handful of well-composed, well-exposed pictures with the main subject sharp. Pictures you can show to people. And you're not a beginner anymore. Well, how do you know? You don't. Or maybe you made at least 1,000 of your 10,000 hours doing and studying photography. Or maybe someone who isn't your mother says your pictures are good. And you become depending on skill, not on luck. You have a clear idea of what to shoot, where to stand, what kit to use, and how to utilize the light. You may still set the camera on auto, but you at least manage to use exposure compensation when needed. You may still shoot JPEG, I did, but soon you will move to RAW. You may use a lousy camera and poor lenses. That doesn't affect the pictures too much, but you will soon change to a kit that fits your hands better and handles bad weather in a better manner. So come out as a photographer if you're ready for it, and see you out there. Bye.